And welcome into the Texas-only state challenge where we are starting season 4. We only have 2 seasons left to win a Super Bowl, otherwise we fail this challenge. The previous 3 seasons have not gone very well. I don't believe we've gotten over a 500 record, so a lot of progress needs to be made as quickly as possible. Now, we went over most of the housekeeping things at the end of the last episode, which was the off-season. The one thing I do want to go over real quick, as I've shaken things up a little bit, is the defensive line. As we play more of a 3-3-5 rather than a 3-4, this is what the front is going to look like at right end in the base packages. So the 46 and 52 defense, Madubike, which I looked it up. That's how it said it's pronounced. I was completely wrong in the last episode. He'll be starting at the base right end. In the middle will be Ed Oliver and Poona Ford, with John Franklin Myers at the right end. The rookie we drafted, Garfield, will back up at that left end spot, and Omenahu will just be an overall backup for us on both spots, and Turner as well. But when we switch over to our specialist or the edge rushers, that's where things are going to change. Omenahu will get the start at left end this year. He's been starting at right end, and he's been solid each year. In the middle, we'll have John Franklin Myers and Ed Oliver, and Madubike will be the rush right end. So a little bit different. We're putting the best possible players out there that we can. Garfield again will be a backup at both spots, with Turner backing him up, and then Madubike can slide down to the rush DT spot if he needs to, and then one of the other guys, Garfield or Turner, could go in on the outside. That's the only thing that's changed with the defense. I think I switched around the offense a little bit. So Rashawn Ellison will be getting the start at right tackle. His spot can easily be taken by either Burford or Boss. We'll see how he plays. He started for us last year and he was fairly decent, so I want to give him the go-ahead. Steele will stay at right guard, Williams at center, and Hernandez at left guard. And Moore will get the start at left tackle. Again, if he doesn't play well, Boss or Burford, they could easily take his spot. So a little bit of pressure there. And now at receiver, we do have Christian Kirk, which means we're not going to see as much of Ezukanma. He's still going to get some time out there, with Duvernay being our third receiver, who's also our starting slot guy. So technically, Ezukanma will be the next guy to go to the outside whenever either Evans or Kirk needs a breather. We also have Ezukanma as our number 2 slot receiver, so we're trying to get him out there as often as possible. Now, I really hope these changes help, because we are starting this season off against the Tennessee Titans. They're technically a lower overall than we are, but last year they destroyed us in each game we played against them, and I'm pretty sure they won the division. So a tough opponent. We're going to need to show up big, and we've shown up great in the first games of every episode. It's the games after that have really been poor. So hopefully we continue that with the good first game, but then change it when it comes to the second game. So let's jump in here to this Titans game, and hopefully we'll get a win. And we'll be started off taking a look at that new front for the defensive line. Looks like they're coming out with a spread look. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Hand this one off to Jacobs, and already a fair amount of space there. Quick claps, though, by the linebackers. Gets a stop after 4. And Mathis will be getting the start still at the sub linebacker. The rookie in Poole has better zone coverage, but doesn't have as good of run stopping, and we need that ability, as we have a really good stop to the outside there. That's the safety, if I remember correctly, coming down. It'll actually be a short loss of 2 on the play, setting up 3rd and 8. Empty look here for Wilson. It's the Jets quarterback. As he rolls to the top, barely gets rid of that one in time. And it's actually not the Jets' former quarterback, although I could have sworn it was, but unless he changed his number in the offseason, that's not him. But they'll be punting this one away. And after taking a quick look at their depth chart, yeah, they do have a new starting quarterback. It is a rookie. He's a lower overall than Zach Wilson, but they went ahead and started him anyway, as Spiller starts off our offensive season with a 7-yard rush. We didn't run a whole lot last year. That was planned. We decided to be a pass-heavy team, And Spiller did the job really well, both in the run game, as we go right back to it, found the gap, love it. But he also did a great job in the receiving game as well. After we traded away Aaron Jones, I mean, Spiller really just took reins, and we really didn't see a step back at all in the rushing department. First pass here, going to be caught, number 89. That is Samson, our tight end, his second season. Gets us the first down and into plus territory, gain of 12. Two receivers up top, two to the bottom as we sit again in shotgun, hand it off again. Finding some space down the middle, will be a short gain, maybe 2 or 3. A lot of running so far to open up. We stick with the same playbook. We're still using the Cowboys playbook. Will be a play action pass here. Townsend sitting in the pocket, goes up top. That's going to be caught by Mike Evans inside the 15, down to the 12. This is also the first game we're seeing Townsend at a superstar, as he got the dev boost in the offseason after a really good rookie year. I want to say 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 1 rookie of the year, as he's going to find Christian Kirk, his first catch as a member of the Texas-only squad. If I remember correctly, both Evans and Kirk played at A&M, so we have an A&M heavy receiving core. Be a handoff down the middle, and a touchdown, first of the season, goes to Isaiah Spiller. And Spiller is also an A&M player, so we have a very A&M heavy offense, as Josh Jacobs putting in the work here. There's that rookie quarterback getting a 6-yard rush, and then more and yeah, they're going to tie it up. 40 yards, Josh Jacobs. So run game still seems to be a weakness here for our defense. Again, we've put out the best possible players there, as Danielle Hunter gets a sack on first down. We then lose 3 yards. 3rd and 17, a pass knocked away. So a really good start. And since then, haven't backed it up. Can we get a better possession here on defense? Hardman gets 11. Inside the 40s, we start the second quarter. Another 4-yard rush there by Jacobs. Throw away by the rookie. 3rd and 6, Pickens picks it up. Will be a first down inside the 25 now. Roundtree gets a gain of 3. Throw away once again. 3rd and 7. Defense stands. Kick the field goal. Yes, Young-Ho Koo hits it. They now take a 10-7 lead. So we'll jump in here with the offense, see how they do on this possession. Starting with trips up top. Samson, the tight end, at the bottom of the line, will be a pass to Samson. Nice gain of about 15, maybe 16. He was pretty solid for us last year. If you watch the Commanders the Commanders Replacement Squad series, I feel like the tight end we have there might be better, although he's a lower rated guy, but he just seems to have a bigger impact. We'll see as the two series carry on, both teams starting a new season this week. First episode of season 2 was on Monday for the Commanders, if you didn't check that one out. Spiller gets the first down here on the halfback screen. Now into plus territory, bunch to the bottom here, 1 receiver up top. Townsend in the pocket, Spiller back to help protect, and delivers a nice ball there to Duvernay. Just out in front, secures the catch, gain of 6. Switch up the formation a little bit here, 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom, as Spiller has plenty of space. He had so much space, he really didn't even know where to run. It does look like he could use a breather, though. I might need to adjust the auto sub slider for the running backs. We have a couple of guys I would like to see out there, as Spiller tackled for a loss here. Going to be Fred Warner. And I know the Titans have their new blue helmet, but I think they should still bring back the white helmet sometimes. Go with an ice out like we have here. Be a handoff down the middle. Ali with plenty of room, close to the first. They'll mark it 3rd and 1. His first carry of the year, and it looks like Pleasant checks in here for 3rd and 1. He was the receiver turned running back we drafted late I guess not last draft, but the second to last draft. And we're going for it here on 4th and 1. Love it. I did not pay close enough attention to jump out and make us go for it, but I'm glad the CPU's doing as we go the fullback dive. Down the middle, that is Blackwell, I believe, the 3rd string tight end, converting. And switch it up entirely, going from a goal line set to a shotgun. 2 receiver look to the bottom. Townsend in the pocket. Good blocking up front, but it's letting loose, and yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Apenza, I think, maybe it's how it's pronounced. I don't know. He got the sack. Pretty sure that's not how it's said, but that's just what I said. 2nd and 23 as we hit the 2-minute warning. So we'll catch our breath. Gonna need a good play here. Need at least to get close to the original line of scrimmage. About a gain of 13 would surely help out. Townsend in the pocket. Pass rush is coming in, and he takes the sack. We're now back behind the 50-yard line for 3rd and 37. You have to just throw the ball away if nothing's open. And we'll check down here. We'll drop it. So it's a gain of nothing. We'll have to punt from here. Less than a minute and a half before half. And a really good punt by Dixon downs them inside the 5. Starting at the 4, minute 18 on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts. They start with a run down the middle, and we fill it fairly well. Still a gain of 5 when you would hope that would just be a gain of 1, maybe 2. We don't have the best run-stopping linebackers, but we have the best available. 2nd and 5. Will be a drop back pass here by the rookie. Going to find an open tight end. I'm assuming Gesicki, I think, up to the 30. And indeed, that was Gesicki, his 2nd catch, 23 total yards on the day, as they have next to no time remaining. 2 seconds on the clock. Last play is an errant throw, and that'll send us through half. Well, really not a whole lot happened there in the first half. We start the second with a 3-yard loss. We then get 2 back, 3rd and 11. All right, Samson keeps us going here. We've been running the ball a lot more than usual, and I don't know what has changed with the playbook that's causing that. As we run out of downs here, we'll have to punt. Titans, what do they do on their first possession? Nothing there on 1st down. 8 yards, Josh Jacobs, 3rd and 2. Nice stop by the defense. Really wish I knew who got this tackle for a loss. Be nice to congratulate someone. Pass thrown away here by Townsend. And again on 2nd down, 3rd and 10. 4-yard rush by Spiller, so the offense goes nowhere. It's been a very heavy defensive day so far. Another tackle for loss. 2nd and 12, I like it. Back him up even more for 2nd and 17. They get it back though. 3rd and 12. Throw away. Good stop by the defense. Can we get something here on offense? Start with a 10-yard catch by Spiller. 2nd and 1, throw away. 3rd and 1. Sack by Thibodeau. Backed up at the 42 for 4th and 6. I kind of want to go for it. Obviously, if we don't get this, it sets up the Titans with really good field position, but we have not moved the ball much at all on offense. We need all we can get. Crossing all the way to the other side of the field. A nice catch there by Evans. Got bumped by a couple cover guys. No flags came down. Doesn't matter. We convert. Keep this drive alive. So let's go ahead and watch us try to complete this drive, hopefully with a touchdown to take a lead here. 2 receivers stack up top, trips to the bottom with an empty look. We go all the way up top. That's going to be a catch once again. Mike Evans, gain of 7. But Tennessee is challenging it. Okay, well, let's take a second look here. I didn't see anything wrong with it to begin with. Yeah, both feet tapped. Let's expedite this. That might end up actually helping us out later on, as they do have to use a timeout, so they only have 2 left. They might need it later on in this game if we could get the offense moving. Spiller with a 1st down run. Definitely had a lot more space he could have ran, but I'll take the first. As we go back to an empty look here. Trips to the bottom, 2 up top. I believe Spiller in the slot to the top. Will be a quick throw, and that was just completely off time. Madden is really bad with that in the sim. It's just a thing that happens. I don't know. 2nd and 10. We'll be setting up the running back screen to the top. Spiller has some blockers out in front. Really good blocking. We'll get the 1st down, gain of about 13. I will say we haven't taken very many shots down the field. Some intermediate, but we've had a lot of short and a lot of runs. As Spiller sticks the foot there, cuts towards the middle. Nice gain of 9. As we'll follow up with an empty look. 2 receivers stacked to the bottom. Trips up top. Townsend in the pocket. They only bring 4. Have a guy right down the middle. That's going to be caught by the backup tight end in Cousins, grabbing the 1st touchdown pass of the season. And with us finally having a lead, we'll jump into a little bit of a quicker sim here. Don't know what happened on 1st down, but on 2nd down they lose 2. 3rd and 5, a sack by John Franklin Myers. Good stop by the defense as they do punt. We just need to run out this clock. We've been running a lot today. Why are we now throwing the ball away 2 plays in a row? Okay, thank you, Mike Evans. Converts on 3rd and 10 as we lose 2. At least keeps the clock moving. 14 yards there. Christian Kirk gets the 1st. Throw away on 1st down. 2nd and 10. 5 more yards, Mike Evans. As we are down to about the 1 with a 26-yard grab and a touchdown for Darrell Blackwell. That'll give us a 2-score lead. 5.5 minutes left in this game. And I had just talked about the tight ends calling that challenge. The Titans calling that challenge. Might come back to bite them later. And it might, as they're now down 11. A sack by Omenahu. Great last 2 drives by the defense until the 4th down play. Hardman converts. They keep their game alive here. Josh Jacobs, 8 yards, throwaway, 3rd and 2. Josh Jacobs gets him the first down and 21 more yards to Keenan Allen down to, well, now down to the 7 with another Keenan Allen catch. And that will be a touchdown for Gesicki. We'll jump in here with the offense if they don't kick they fail the 2-point conversion. Love it. Do they kick the onside? No, they just kick it back to us. Let's watch and hopefully watch us run out this clock. Starting in shotgun. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom in a tight formation here. Will be a pass play 1. They send a blitz. We have a guy open. Nice completion, Christian Kirk. Be a short gain. 4 yards. Keep this clock moving. I technically challenged the offense to throw for 350 plus yards. Honestly, I don't care as long as we get the win. So if we just run from here on out, I'm good with that. But we passed 2 plays in a row, both of them to Christian Kirk. He's had a decent first game so far. 4 catches, 37 yards. Actually, not a great game. Less than 10 yards a catch for a down-the-field style of passing game. Could be better. Spiller with a run. Plenty of room down the middle, and he hesitated. Well, instead of being a first down, will be a 2nd and 6. That will send us to the side. The 2-minute warning, though, as I stumble around. And I suspect more running from here on out. Maybe we'll see a little bit more of Andrew Ali, but Spiller still out there. Not a great lead block from Blackwell. Left him high and dry as Titans called their second to last timeout. Now 3rd and 5, 1:56 left. Titans have one more chance to stop the clock with the timeout. We go with a pass up top, caught, and that just might seal it. I say might because you never know with Madden, especially since I'm not the one in control of what's happening out there. But we are coming out to kneel the ball. Thank you. Knock on wood just in case. Townsend takes the knee, and we'll just let this clock run on out. Or maybe not. Maybe we're actually going to go with a play here on 2nd and 11. Like I said, you never know with Madden. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Letting this clock drain down. We do at least hand it off. Spiller with some room to run. Jumps over a guy, hurdles over a guy. Gets a nice gain, setting up 3rd and 3. And we're going to kneel it here, and we should not have to snap the ball again. Just in case, I'm going to exit after this play so we don't punt the ball. Because again, Madden is weird. But we kneel there with Townsend, and that is the game. And on top of it, let's try to tack on an extra field goal here. Justin Tucker, right down the middle. A little salt in the wound there for the Titans as we finish this game on up with a long field goal. And we finally get our revenge on last season, losing to the Titans twice. We didn't run the ball fantastic today, but solid enough. We had almost, I would say almost double it, 100 more passing yards than them. And I never saw a notification or anything pop up during the game, but Pleasant actually got injured in that game, and he's going to miss some time, leaving us with only 2 running backs. I don't want to make any cuts to bring anyone else in, so we're just going to rock with the 2, and hopefully we'll be fine. We have some other guys, maybe receivers that we can move over if we have to. In fact, let's actually take a look at that real quick. So I'm thinking perhaps Darden, does he have any decent running ability here? He actually has pretty good ball carrier vision with 85. He has 75 break tackle, 76 run or carrying. So yeah, he would actually fit the very similar role than what we had Pleasant doing. It'll just be for a few games. He rarely sees the field anyway. So we're going to make the switch just so we have a little bit of depth at running back. And then when Pleasant comes back, we'll move Darden back to receiver. And in case you were wondering what he looked like as a running back, he's actually a 77 overall. So we'll just take a look at his player card real quick just to see what all the ratings look like. Obviously next to 0 trucking and stiff arm and strength. But change of direction, spin move, juke move, ball carrier vision, carrying's honestly not too bad. Break tackle's a little low. But he actually looks pretty good at a running back spot. I don't think like I said, we're not going to keep him there, because obviously we like Spiller, want to get Ali out there a little bit. But as a backup, I think that'll be solid for the next few weeks. And in the following couple of weeks, we finally break that just over and over again thing where we play really well in the first game and then lose consistently after. We actually are 3-0 to start the season, beating the 49ers 38-35. It was a close game. but a lot of points were put up on our offense. Our second-year quarterback in Townsend actually won Player of the Week with 3 touchdown passes and I think 340 passing yards, I believe. Falcons, we beat 33-21, so a little bit of a bigger deficit there. And in week 4, we're taking on the Raiders. We'll talk about that in a second because there's some big things happening, but I do want to take a brief look at the stats here from the games. And it looks like in the San Francisco game, it just came down to an action-packed fourth quarter where we scored 17, they scored 14. As mentioned, Townsend, 3 touchdowns, had close to 350, 332, sacked twice and completed 66% of his throws. Decent day here from Spiller, 1 touchdown. Did Darden get, yeah, he had one carry, 3 yards. Receiving wise, Duvernay had a big game, 120 yards, 1 touchdown. He did get injured in practice after this game, so he was not in the next game. Evans, solid game. Sampson, another touchdown. Christian Kirk also scored his first with the team. Mathis led us in tackles with 9. Did we have any tackles for loss? Only 2, Franklin Myers and Matabukai? I already forgot what it was. And we had at least 1 sack, 2 sacks, Franklin Myers and Oliver. And I do see an interception down the line here. 2 of them, Donovan Wilson and Tariq Woolen. In the Falcons game, we put up some more points pretty early on and coasted for the most part in the fourth quarter. Like it. And arguably, Townsend had a better game in this one. 4 touchdowns, 247, so less yards, more points, sacked twice, and completed 74% of his passes. So yeah, he had a better game in the second game that he didn't win Player of the Week. Nice game by Spiller, 109, average about 5 yards a carry, had a touchdown. Darden, 1 carry, but 4 yards, so 1 more yard on it. And Mike Evans went off, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sampson had 1. Obviously, Eric had to start as he was our backup slot guy. He only had 4 catches, 21 yards, but did have a touchdown. And Jalen Darden actually getting more receiving looks as a running back. Christian Drummond led us in tackles in this game, and I see quite a few tackles for a loss. 3 for Franklin Myers, 2 for Bernard, then 1 for Wilson, Mathis, Oliver, Poole, and Omenahu. Only 1 sack, though, in this one, Ed Oliver. And Randy Lennon got an interception. But as I said prior to the stats conversation, big week against the Raiders because we have a breakout linebacker and running back. So let's find out who they are. Running back, I'm pretty sure is Spiller. But it is for Terrell Bernard. He could go up to a superstar dev. We just have to hold the Raiders to less than 250 total yards, or Terrell Bernard has to get 1 interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack. 1 means he's going up to a star. I could have sworn he was already a star. Perhaps I'm forgetting him regressing a dev trade at one point. That might have happened. Now that I say it, I think that did happen. So he could go back up to a star with that. The running back, again, going to assume it is Spiller. And yeah, Isaiah Spiller. He needs to have 2 touchdowns or 100 plus rushing / receiving yards, which he's done plenty of times before. So we'll watch a bit of this Raiders game. I definitely want to watch the following week as it's against the Colts, who are second in the league, or second in the AFC South, I should say. But right behind us, both of us are 3-0. So let's jump in, watch a little bit of this Raiders game, and then jump directly over to the Colts game, where I feel like that is a little bit more important. And then we'll sim on through week 6 and 7 to wrap out the episode. And we'll be starting this game off in a little bit of the quicker sim, as I want to focus again more on that Colts game, as the Raiders so far moving pretty well. They do have a young, if not a rookie quarterback. First down throw away, and then a sack. Yes, by Franklin Myers, dropping him back. And on 3rd and 18, they get a 4-yard catch, and we'll have to punt this one away. So how do we do on our first possession of offense? Christian Kirk starts us off with 7. 1-yard rush by Isaiah Spiller. He only needs 102 more. That does not go anywhere for us, that first possession. So neither team really get much, although they definitely had more yards as they continue to work downfield here. Past the 50, close to the 40. 2nd and 4, convert with Damian Pierce. Close to the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 8, throw away. 3rd and 8. Did I say 3rd and 8 last time? 2nd and 8. Waddle converts, though. 23 yards as they get down to the 8, and touchdown for Noah Hartman. So not a great start. I would say. Offense really hasn't done much. 4 yards rush here by Spiller. Now needs the 99 as we have a penalty following. 2nd and 11. Knock away by Spencer Moore. 3rd and 11. We convert with Sampson. Finally a first down. Townsend throws away. 2nd and 10. Another throwaway. 3rd and 10. Penalty on Spencer Moore will give us a free first down. 15 more yards. Mike Evans gets us to around the 35. 4 more yards. Mike Evans. And it says we did get a first down there, yeah. That makes sense. It paused because we went to the second quarter, so I assumed we missed a play. As we're down to the 7, 1st and goals, 1 yard rush. Spiller needs 2 touchdowns or 100 yards from scrimmage. And Ali takes the touchdown from him. But we do tie. Would love to keep a winless or a loss. We don't want to lose. I would love to have a record where we have not lost a game. Poona Ford gets a sack. That means that it was definitely one of the base package. 3rd and 11. They convert as they work their way upfield. 3 yards, Dameon Pierce. Followed by not a first down. 3rd and inches after the catch by Lockett. Pierce converts. Barely. As Brandon Ayuk follows it up with a touchdown. 50 yards. Basically, I challenged this young quarterback to beat us over the top. And so far, looks like that might be the case. As we told the defense to stay underneath to help out in some passing situations, as well as stop Dameon Pierce. Don't know if that's worked in our favor yet. 2nd and 10. 4 yard catch here, Sampson. 3rd and 6. 19 more yards to Sampson. Gets us in plus territory. 5 yard rush or maybe catch there. Not sure. Not seeing a whole lot from Spiller so far as Andrew Ali converts. Gets us to about the red zone. No, a few yards away. 1 yard rush there on 2nd and 9. Well, doesn't matter. We're down to the 1. 23 or more yards as Ali gets another touchdown. He has 2 rushing touchdowns on the game that we wanted the other running back, Spiller, to have 2. Well, I'll take it as we have this game tied up 14-14. Dameon Pierce gets a 6 yard rush, then a throwaway. 3rd and 4. Nice stop by the defense. Get the ball back. Or maybe not. As there is a penalty which keeps them in control. So that is really unfortunate. Throwaway, 3rd and 10. Okay, we get the stop again. Now do we get the punt? As we hit the 2-minute warning there, so it reloads the play. They do punt. Let's jump in here, watch the offensive possession. We have 2 timeouts, 1 minute, 24 seconds on the clock to take our first lead. If we could get any points here. Tossing this one deep down the sideline and a wide open receiver. Is that Duvernay? Yes, it is. Gets the catch and immediately ducks out of bounds. Honestly, he felt like he could have kept running. But go back and rewatch that play because that looked like such an effortless throw from Townsend. But that ball flew downfield. That was at least a 50, 60-yard throw. Dump this one off to Spiller. Gain of nothing. Under 1 minute left, we take our second timeout, first of the drive. Allow us to catch our breath, settle down a little bit as we come out here with 2 or maybe 3 to the bottom. Yes, 3 to the bottom, 1 up top is Sampson. Will be a pass to Sampson, and we'll get a few yards. We're at least still in field goal range. And like I said, any points will give us our first lead on the day. We've been chasing for most of the game. 3rd and 6, Twins either side. Townsend sitting in the pocket. Pass rush working its way there, but we get it away. Touchdown. But a flag is down. Is it a late hit? Or is it holding? They're showing Chase Young. This might be 6 points on the board. And that's exactly what it is. Put that touchdown on the board. Decline this penalty. Mike Evans gives us our lead. Now we'll jump back into the sim now up 21-14. Just need our defense to hold on for 15 more seconds. Loss of 3 there should send us on through halftime as we'll maybe get 1 play here. Kneel it. Yes, safe play. Keep this thing going as we start the second half. Again, trying to focus more on the Colts game next. Spiller gets a gain of 5. 14 yards, Christian Kirk as a throwaway on first down by Townsend. And on second down, 3rd and 10, only 4 yards, Duvernay. We're up at about the 47, about midfield. I want us to go for it. And on 4th and 6, that's what we're going to do. Creating our own custom play here, because we do have a receiver going all the way across. That's Duvernay with a big catch on 4th down. Works us to about the 30. And we'll let them keep on simming here. See if we get in the red zone. If we do, We'll definitely jump in and watch from there. 3rd and 6, throwaway. Looks like we're going to take the field goal, and I'll take it. That is still a 10-point lead, 2-score game. That's all I care about. Sack by Franklin Myers. I'm seeing a lot more sacks more regularly. That is good. That's one of the reasons we keep adding guys to our defensive line. Defense gets a stop here because they do punt away. I'm always worried that they're going to go for it because they seem to always get it. A loss of 3 yards. Spiller, I don't think he's going to get the yards necessary. 3rd and 7, 5 yards. We'll end up having to punt this one away. They'll start pretty good field position close to midfield. Throw away on 1st down, throw away on 2nd down. 3rd and 10, sack by Matabuke? Maybe that's what it was? I'm really bad at this. As we take over on offense, 84 yards, Devin Duvernay. Well, that makes up for my lack of pronunciation. Maybe not, but still good. We're up 31-14. We could go ahead and try to coast on through this game, see if things get interesting in the 4th quarter. But right now, the defense is making plays. Offense is putting up points. Duvernay continues to play well. Still don't have a single touchdown for Spiller, and he keeps losing pretty much all of his progress on yards. Sampson gets 6. We'll end up having to punt this one away. They'll start at the 20. Nice gain on 1st down. Throw away. 2nd and 10. Interception. Donovan Wilson gets us down to the 26, where Jalen Darden gets a run. 1 yard. Townsend throw away. 3rd and 9. Spiller with 7. Let's jump in here. Try to see if we could help out Spiller a little bit. Going to go with a read option here on 4th and 2. We will hand this one off. Spiller with some space. Cut back in, and that's a nice run down to the 6, and we'll jump into the broadcast view. Yeah, and just trying to help Spiller out. Would love to see him go up to a star. That would only just help his development, as he does not get the handoff here. Play action. Townsend in the pocket will throw to the bottom. Caught by Spiller. Gain of nothing. A lot of effort there for a completed pass for no gain. Only 2 catches on the day, no yards. So a really weird day for Spiller, as he's gotten some rushing yards, hasn't gotten much after that, or lost yards, basically negating runs. Have 2 rushing touchdowns on the day, but to one of the backup running backs in Ali. 3rd and goal. 2 receivers stack up top. Will be another pass. Spiller leaking out. Pass rush coming in, and we're going to eat the sack. We'll take the field goal. We'll go ahead and keep on simming. And we'll try to do that simming pretty quickly, as there's not a whole lot of time left in this game. We have a 20 point lead. That's how math works. They convert on 4th down, keeping their drive alive. It's about it. A fumble recovered. Donovan Wilson. Wish I knew who forced it. Spiller, this is your time to shine. We're going to keep giving you the ball here. If you keep losing yards after you gain yards, not much we can do about it. 4th and 2, we'll punt the ball away less than a minute, or about a minute, as Matabuik. Again, I really need to look it up again. Drummond penalty, not going to help us out a whole lot, but we're already up by 20. Not many more points have been scored. Another sack there, but I skipped it. Not sure who got it. Spiller will wrap this game up with a short run. A dominant victory, one we don't see very often in these quicker sim-style games here. And before we can jump into that Colts game, I have to take a look at our breakout players. Like I said, I don't think Spiller got it, and it doesn't look like Bernard got it either. Wasn't an elite performance he was hoping for, wasn't for a lack of effort. Gonna blame the play calling, because that is what changes it. So 0 for 1. We gave a good effort out there, coach, but after today's game, not sure Isaiah Spiller has what it takes to carry an offense. So we're 0 for 2 on the breakout players. Let's jump into this Colts game. And before I could even get into the game, we have a breakout opportunity for Townsend. This would send him up to be a superstar X Factor. Coach, Mitchell Townsend is coming off a stellar game. Is he in the process of taking the next step? Yeah, but I think he's been in the process for that for a while now. He worked hard all offseason, and his play is speaking to all that time he has spent improving blah, 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 blah. We have to throw 1 or fewer interceptions and have 400 scrimmage yards or 4 total touchdowns with Mitchell Townsend, and he will be an X Factor, making this game even more important. So without any more things cropping up, let's get into it. 2 4-0 teams. battle it out for the sole lead in the AFC South. Jacoby Brissett almost picked off on play one. He's a Madden franchise god, and we almost got a huge play one. We will focus primarily on the offense this game, but with this being the first possession on defense, we're going to watch. Brissett across the middle, caught and then stopped by a few different guys. I believe it was Bernard and Lennon for 3rd and 2. But after we get through this possession on defense, like I said, we will just be watching the offense. With such a big breakout opportunity for Townsend, we have to watch and hope he can do it. First down catch there out of the backfield. But Brissett finds his running back, Dobbins. Be a gain of 3. They only needed 2. 1st and 10 up to the 37, as the dogs probably see another dog outside, so they're barking. But they've seemed to calm down now, so all's good. 2nd and 2 following the 8-yard rush by Dobbins. Going to motion over one of their receivers. Fake the jet sweep, handoff, no play action pass. Brissett, with all the time in the backfield, finally get a bit of a pass rush. Nice job there by Lennon, knocks it free. We'll set up a 3rd and 2. 2 receivers up top. Under center, Brissett goes, dropping back 2 yards. Quick throw, slant, caught first. Passing midfield. Like I mentioned, Brissett always plays out of his mind in Madden franchise. No idea why, but he does. Madden loves him. As Hubbard checks in, he'll get a gain of 6. This is the first time I've seen Hubbard in the state-only challenges actually play a little bit. Bunch to the bottom here, 1 receiver up top. Brissett in the pocket, quick throw, another quick slant, caught this time for a lot more yards down to the red zone. Believe that was Doobs? Don't know if that's how it's pronounced, Daubs, or I'm just completely incorrect and it's something entirely different. Will be another handoff, this time down the middle, stuffed. Dobbins brought down by Bernard at the goal, not the goal line, the line of scrimmage. And on 2nd and 10, they'll stick with a heavy look. 3 tight ends set, 2 of them up top, 1 at the bottom as they motion over Cooper Kupp. Fake the jet sweep. No, they do hand off the jet sweep, even though Kupp was definitely past the quarterback by that point. Doesn't matter, it's Madden. 3rd and 10. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Knox a little backed up off the line. As we send a blitz, it doesn't hit home. Actually, I don't even know if it was a blitz. They just try to set up the halfback screen. They'll only manage a yard out of it. Great job there by Bernard. I'm assuming the field goal team will head out. And indeed they will. Kicking from the 25, mark it a 35-yarder. Snap back, hold is good, kick is up. And the Colts grab a first lead. But now for the important side, the offense, as Mitchell Townsend has an opportunity to become an X factor. If he could throw 1 or fewer interceptions, 400 plus yards, or 4 touchdown passes. We start off with a 10-11 yard grab there by Evans. And Mitchell Townsend, in week 5, has already thrown for about 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Would love to see that continue. No yards gained on first down there. Don't even know if that was counted as a catch. They do give him a catch. Just no yards, immediately steps out of bounds. Quick throw, across the middle, caught by Duvernay, gain of 7. I don't think I've seen a game yet where Townsend has thrown for 400 plus yards. I've seen him throw for about 3 or 4 touchdowns. Haven't seen 400 yards though. Spiller gets us the first down there, obviously in the last game missing out on his development boost. As we go under center here, handoff down the middle, cut to the right-hand side, continue powering through. Strong run there, 8 yards. We'll follow it up with a trips to the top. Sampson at the bottom of the line. Audible or hot route made. Gonna be a read option. Townsend can run a little bit. We'll get the first down, about a gain of 3. He doesn't run often. We'll probably save that more for the playoffs. As we go with another run down the middle here, Spiller just keeps those legs moving. Gain of 5. And already we've reached the end of quarter 1. We're gonna need to see a lot more deep shots, I think, if we're gonna get that 400. And I feel like there might come a part of the game that I would want to jump in to help us get a few more yards. If he's close, we might do that in the 4th quarter, but I want him to play a majority of this game. Only 24 yards. We're into the 2nd quarter. Gonna need to see some chunk plays here. We go with a run down the middle. Spiller get forward for about a gain of 4, maybe 5. Definitely need to keep an eye in the middle. Big number 99, Aaron Donald. He could be a wrecker for sure. Will be a handoff down the middle. will run through Aaron Donald. I mean, it looked like Spiller specifically ran towards him. And I'm pretty sure Spiller has more rushing yards than we have throwing. So we're going to need 4 touchdowns. I think that's probably the safer option as we go all the way up top. Mike Evans with the grab. Nice juke. Gain of 9. Maybe 9.5. Second and inches. Trips up top. Samson just off the bottom of the line. We'll snap the ball. Hand off. Spiller will get the first down. Get a few extra yards. Gain about 3.5, 4. Set us up at the 7 with the 2 receivers stacked to the bottom. 2 tight ends to the top of the line. Will be a play action pass here. Townsend. He had, oh God, what is his name? Well, doesn't matter. It's going to be a sack. I was going to say Christian Kirk open, but instead Aaron Donald brings us down, which is going to take away passing yards too. So really can't have that. Second and goal at the 16. Townsend in the pocket trying to set up the halfback screen off the top of either Ellison's helmet or maybe Payne's helmet. Not sure. Third and goal at the 16. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 up top. Shotgun look. Townsend in the pocket will go to the bottom. It's a dump off. And we're going to have to take the field goal here. I want the touchdown, but we also need to win this game. So we'll send out Tucker. This will be from the 18, be a 28-yarder. Should easily be able to knock this one through. Now that I say it, should probably knock on wood. And indeed, he does hit it through. So we'll tie this thing up. And as we head out on defense, we'll jump into the quicker sim. 15 yards Dobbins, then 14 Cooper Kupp. As they get a penalty on Deontay Lowry. Back him up, I'm assuming jumped offside. 6 more yards Dobbins. Second and 9, 4 yards Knox. Third and 5, Knox converts. About a little less than, well, now 2 minutes as they sit at the 30. 2 minutes before half. Throw away. Third and 7. They get 7, not the first down. Do they kick the field goal? As we hit the 2-minute warning, reloads the play. They go for it and throw it away. So we take over on offense. Under 2 minutes, I want us to control this drive. And by us, I mean me. I'll jump in here with the offense. Make sure, 1, we're passing the ball, but also we take the timeouts when we need to. Gonna need to roll out here and get sacked. Couldn't quite get the edge. Browning does a great job. Just couldn't quite get enough space to the outside or have the speed to get to the outside. Samson, nice release. Throw far enough, not quite to the outside. Third and 18. They have a single high safety. I need Kirk's route to be a little bit deeper. Need that ran to the first down or beyond. As we are going to have Duvernay headed down the sideline. Pass gets picked off. Why? And we dive and miss. Well, we can't throw any more interceptions because we were only allowed 1. And on top of it, Colts in field goal range. Just a great play by the safety. Reminds me all too much of the first episode of Season 2 of the Commanders franchise. Defense, great job. Stands tall, forces the field goal attempt. So we're only up by a field goal. We'll allow them to kick. We'll head back out on offense. Need to get at least down into field goal range. We have 2 timeouts. So do they. Want to at least tie this thing up before we get into half. How about down the sideline here? Going to go with Samson. And they say he doesn't get that second foot in. A tremendous throw there by Townsend on the run. Put that exactly where it needed to be. The defender wasn't going to be able to get over there in time. Toss this one up. Evans. DPI for sure. And I thought for a second they weren't going to call that. So we'll take that, move us closer to field goal range. Still looking for the touchdown. Don't have a single one on the day so far. Pass rush is working its way through. Toss this one out late, and I think we might have been past the line. It was overthrown anyway. So the play will basically act as a sack anyway, just with the clock stopping. We still have 2 timeouts. Still trying to work our way downfield. We're taking a lot of deep shots. Maybe we check down a little bit here, get some yardage. Make things a little bit more manageable here on third. And on that 3rd and 9, 2 of them to the right, 1 to the left. Maybe look on Duvernay on the out route here. Not even out route, more of the corner route. Nice throw, but again, they say we don't get the catch. I'm just not having anything fall in my favor here. Well, on 4th and 9, we're going for it. I'm just going to have a delayed release here by Samson, the tight end, if I can find... There it is. Have him release late. Going to have a wheel route by Spiller. Try to get this right in that soft spot, and we almost threw a pick. Luckily, we didn't. It is a turnover on downs, though. Fortunately, it was in a spot that we really just had to go for it. We're too close to punt, too far to kick the field goal. Looks like our defense is going to get the stop here for us, knocked away by Drummond. So we'll at least head into the second half, and I believe we start with the ball as well. So far, not a clean game, not getting the yardage, haven't gotten the touchdowns we've needed from Townsend. Instead, we have one interception and I think less than 50 yards. So we're going to need, yeah, with that throw, 49. So we're going to need a big second half in the passing game. 4 touchdowns or 400 yards. No more interceptions. Again, knock on wood. Throw across the middle. That's going to be caught. Working our way towards midfield. Sampson, nice grab. Nice after the catch run. And pretty much all of our passing yards have gone to Sampson. He has 32 on the day. So that's at least half, if not more. 1st and 10. Another throw. Townsend in the pocket. Go across the middle. Nice catch. Nice spin move there by Christian Kirk. We'll get us a few extra yards. If we could get a nice deep shot down the bottom sideline like we did, was it the last game or the first game, to Duvernay? If we could get a couple of those today, that would very much help. Pass across the middle, going to be caught. Christian Kirk, gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Shotgun look. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Will be a handoff. Spiller down the middle. Almost got stuffed, but like I said, he just keeps the legs moving. He'll get the first. Running through the likes of Edmonds and whoever their other linebacker is. 1st and 10. I formation. 2 receiver or 2 tight ends to the bottom of the line. Will be a run down the middle. Spiller with some space. Solid run. Gain of 5. And we'll stick with that same formation here on 2nd and 5. See what we do here. Same run. Same run with a little bit of some more space. Be a gain of 6, maybe 7. And a little bit of a different look here. Instead of Blackman at fullback, slides all the way out to the bottom tight end. Will be a pass. Sitting in the pocket. Throwing underneath. Caught. Sampson down to the 5. Really sticking with a lot of power formations here. Do we hand it off to Spiller? I really hope we don't. Gonna motion over Blackman to the top of the formation. I'd imagine a run to that top hand side. That is what we do with some blocking. Not enough for a touchdown. And before we try to run it again, we need touchdowns by Townsend. So let's jump in. Down to the 3. Trying to take our second lead of the day. Loft this one out to Townsend, but it is not thrown with enough juice. I think it will actually be a loss of yardage on the play. And instead of just tying the thing up with a field goal, we're going for it. We need some points. Townsend trying to roll around, find something. Can't loft it to the back corner. That's what happens when we press too much. Try to give one guy all the stats. We're still losing. And now for the defense. They give up 21 yards to Knox, 18 yards to Dubes, maybe? I don't know. 3 yards Dobbins. Throwaway, 2nd and 10. Dropped, 3rd and 10. Defense gets the stop. Kohu with a big play there as Tariq Woolen is out in this game. Spiller gets us out of our shadow of our own end zone. Let's continue with a little sim here. Gets us close to the 1st. And we do get the 1st by Blackwell. Keep things going here. 5 yards Spiller. Another 4 yard Spiller. 3rd and inches as we start the 4th quarter. Spiller converts. Now we need a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards passing. We also need to win this game. So let's try to do that with trying to get Townsend as much as we can. Duvernay starts us off. Solid gain there. 120. So we still need a lot of yards here in the 4th. Definitely going to need some shots down the field. We'll take one here. A little play action as they bring a blitz, but then back out of it. We'll roll. Find an open receiver. That's going to be Duvernay once again. Getting downfield close to the 20. Marked down at the 22. 1st and 10. Going to go again with some more deep shots here. Looks like we're trying to wait for something to open up. We have a guy in the back of the end zone. Great play there made by Edmonds. I wasn't sure if he was going to keep dropping or not. We saw, I think it was Duvernay, maybe it was Kirk, had opened up a little bit earlier. Sampson, that ball not quite thrown out far enough, but it still works. Finally get a throwing touchdown for Townsend. Some more yards, but we're going to need a lot more of that. Only about 6 minutes left. So it'll be up to our defense to get a quick stop, hold our now lead that we finally have, and try to get some more passing yards. Dobbins. Penalty on the next play. I was about to say he had a somewhat of a game, but we get the stop on 3rd down. We have the ball right back. And I feel like I might be playing the rest of the offensive snaps here. Again, just trying to get Townsend his yards. Gonna try to roll out here. There's already a flag. Toss this one out. Nice throw on the run once again, but the flag probably gonna take it back. And indeed it does, backing us even closer into our own end zone. Gonna go with the slants once again. Try to step up where we can. Break open a little bit there with Evans. Nice throw once again. A little bit on the move. Create some space. We could breathe a little bit here. Not that we don't have to still rush as we go with a little bit of some hurry up. Flip the formation. Bit of some play action. No one's really breaking open. Gonna have to roll out here with Townsend, and not enough stamina to get around the edge. That was Browning once again, who's just been there about every time I've tried to scramble here with Townsend. Gonna continue to throw the ball here. Perhaps. Gonna have to step up. Get what we can, and that's a fumble. I don't think our knee was down. We actually gained some yards on the play, but it ends up with a fumble. And I came out here for one play on defense, hoping to see a booth review. None come in as they go to set up a halfback screen. Doesn't go anywhere. Nice job from the front. We'll jump into the sim. All right, defense, we put you in a bad place. Throwaway on 2nd down, 3rd and 10, another throwaway. Do they take the field goal? They do. It's a 1-score game, 4 minutes left, less than 4 minutes left. You can tell Townsend is feeling it. His player icon is a deep blue, which means he's tired, to say the least. Toss this one out, not gonna get much on it. Safety, or not even safety, the corner dropped off of his coverage as soon as we went to throw it. I mean, really good job on his part. Keeps it a short gain, only 2 yards. Evans with a nice cut, jumps up, skies up, and doesn't hold onto it. After all that contact, he drops it at the very end. 3rd and 8, they come out with a double A gap look. Hard count, no one jumps. They do send the blitz. We'll go with Duvernay across the middle. That's going to be caught. Not a whole lot of space after for running, but we get the 1st down. Keep this thing alive here. Going to flip the formation once again. Can Evans get deep? Looks like he was pretty tired. He is huffing and puffing a little bit, so he's not going to get the release we were looking for. Going to have to roll out. We'll throw this one away. Still take a hit. No flag comes down in our favor. Right now, we need passing yards, we need passing touchdowns, but we also need to kill the clock at the same time. It's a weird situation as there's going to be another sack. The edge rush is just doing really well today. We'll bring up 3rd and 12. Look for Kirk maybe here on the corner route. Hard count, no one jumps. Late off the snap is not going to help us out much. And that pass well off target, 4th and 12 at this spot. You really have to punt it away. But with this being crunch time here, we will watch the defensive possession. We're only up 1 point. Well, about 2 minutes left. Pass rush getting back there, and that's going to be a sack, a big sack back to the 4. Ed Oliver comes through. Now we have a shot at a possible safety as we sit inside the 2-minute warning. Honestly, if we get a safety, go up by 2, and then we allow a field goal, then it could go into overtime and we'd have more time to throw. I don't think that's a safe thing to do. That would be going very much heavy on just trying to get Townsend into an X factor. But it's possible. 3rd and 23, they go downfield. Nice job by Drummond. That was just fantastic coverage. And they're going for it here. Down 1 point, back at their own 4. Looks like we might send the blitz. No, we back out into coverage as they go deep down the sideline. Intercepted by Drummond. Will set us up with a nice spot on the field. Try to get some more passing yards. Is this hurting us more than helping us? Very possible, but you know, I'm gonna try it no matter what. Mike Evans on the break, 1-on-1 to the back, not even the back end. That's a 2nd interception in 1-on-1. Mike Evans didn't even try to catch it. But that 2nd interception seals our fate. No development boost for Townsend. Put that one in a good spot, but just not a whole lot of effort there on the catch from Evans. It is what it is. So now once again, we put our defense in a poor situation because we were just trying to force those yards as we almost get an interception. I don't know who that was on the left side. I think that was Matabukai. If he caught it, that would have been nice. Got a good rush there from about 3 of the 4 defensive line spots. 2nd and 10. Be a pass across the middle caught. Cooper Kupp, short gain. 3rd and 5, 2 timeouts remain. About a minute and a half on the clock. Colts still down 1 point. Brissett in the pocket, quick throw to the top. Dropped by Dobbins, heard the footsteps. And on 4th and 4, could be 4th and game because I would just have us run out the clock from here on out if we could get the stop. Pass rush got in his face, caught by Dobbs, something. Down to the 48. They're getting close to field goal range. Again, 2 timeouts remain for him. Brissett with a throw across the middle, caught. Going to be number 9. I think that's Christian Watson, I believe. 2nd and 3, pass across the middle, caught by Knox. I thought that was dropped, but no. Getting close to field goal range for sure now. Jacoby Brissett, pass rush coming in, forces a bad pass. He's thrown 39 passes today. I'm sure we've thrown a lot on offense as well. 2nd and 10, 32 seconds and counting. Pass rush working its way back there, and that will drop him out of field goal range, and the ball pops out. Gonna be scooped up by number 93. Is that Omenahu? No, Matabuke, maybe. I don't know, but we should be taking over unless he was down. That's a very likely possibility. And indeed, the booth review does come in. 25 seconds left. What will be decided here? We'll take one look, and I can't tell from that angle. Doubt I'll be able to tell from this one. Ed Oliver reached around, tried to knock that ball out. I just can't tell if that right knee was down. And it was overturned. Defense stays out on the field. Colts end up calling a timeout. They have 1 remaining, 3rd and 25 at the 48. They still need 1 point to tie. Field goal would win them the game as they go with a lofting pass. Watson drops it. 4th and 25. Jake Elliott is their kicker. They say he needs to get to the 41, so a first down puts them in field goal range. As they go across the middle, knocked away by Terrell Bernard. That should seal this one on up. Game over. We win, but we don't get the development boost. But a great play there made by the defense. We put them in awful situations over and over again today. Really trying to force that X Factor upgrade. But that will do it. We finish off with 189 passing yards, 79 rushing yards. We got 1 takeaway. Colts had 3, but we win 10-9. And we will wrap out this episode splitting the last 2 games. We lose to the Steelers 28-21, but bounce back pretty well against the Patriots 33-16. Take a brief look at these stats, and it just looked like the Steelers outplayed us in the first half, but we were pretty dead even in the second half. We just couldn't quite make up for those points. Townsend ends up throwing his 3rd interception of the season in this game. He did have 2 passing touchdowns, 247 yards, was only sacked 1 time, completed 66% of his throws, so not too bad there. 1 throw, 1 completion for Richards, solid. Rushing game was all right. Spiller about 3.5 yards a carry. Townsend actually ran the ball in for a touchdown, so he had 3 touchdowns in that game. Devin Duvernay, good game. Christian Kirk, good game. Mathis led us in tackles with 10. John Franklin Myers led us in tackles for loss with 3. Donovan Wilson had 2. And then Mathis, Ed Oliver, Frank Poole, and Omenahu each had 1 tackle for a loss. But only 1 sack, and that was by Frank Poole. So interesting. And Daniel Mathis had the interception. And Justin Tucker missed a field goal. Do we see how long it was? It was of at least 50 plus yards. So we'll cut him some slack. In the Patriots game, we did most of our scoring in the 2nd and 3rd quarter, with 1 more touchdown added in the 4th, and it looks like we maybe gave up a safety or 3 field goals in the 4th quarter. Mitchell Townsend, solid game, 301 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack, and completed 70% of his throws. Good game from Spiller, 72 yards, 1 touchdown. Sampson had a solid game, over 100 and a touchdown. Kirk 63, 53 for Evans, Duvernay 42. Spiller also had a touchdown in the receiving game on 31 yards, 2 catches. Had 2 players leading us in tackles, 7 for Drummond and Mathis. And then a tackle for loss for Bernard, Oliver, Franklin Myers, and Woolen. But it was a big sack day here. 3.5 for Franklin Myers, 2 for Ed Oliver, 1 for Omenahu, 1 for Matabuke, and half of 1 for Frank Poole. And JT Woods and Donovan Wilson's our safeties, each got a pick. Now, no missed field goals for Tucker in this game, but he did miss an extra point. But that is where we'll leave it off today. We finish the first 7 games of season 4, and we are 6-1. By far the best start we've had, and it looks like we'll be starting off with a defensive line breakout. Maybe Franklin Myers, wasn't he the one that had the 3.5 sacks? So who knows? Another breakout opportunity to start next episode. Make sure you guys are subscribing by either hitting my bear icon in the bottom right or scrolling down and hitting the actual subscription button. But definitely make sure you're hitting that bell icon to be notified of when my videos go live. This series posted every Wednesday and Saturday, with my more traditional-ish Commanders Replacement Squad series posted every Monday and Thursday. So 2 series every week, 4 videos every week. A lot more coming. I don't think there's any trades we need to do at the trade deadline here. We're looking good. We pretty much have the best available Texas players anyway, so not much to trade for. We'll see what we do next episode if we get through, I would say, the last 3 quarters of the season and it's clear we're making the playoffs. You might as well just go ahead and finish off and jump into the playoffs. If it's a tight race, we might have 2 more episodes out of this regular season. So stay tuned, and until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
How it's supposed to feel.